Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
The fossil of the day will now begin.
Fossil of the day will now begin.
Can we have the flags? Fossil of the day.
Fossil of the day. Fossil of the day. Who was bad? Who was worse? Fossil of the day.
Join in, guys.
Fossil of the day. All the blame, all the shame. Fossil of the day.
Thank you very much, guys. Welcome everyone, ladies and gentlemen, to Fossil of the Day. So basically, we have 1 week down here at the Conference of the Parties here in Durban in South Africa. And Fossil of the Day, what it is it's an award ceremony that awards those countries that have done the most to block these negotiations. Fossil of the Day is done every year at every COP, this being the 17th COP, and it is hosted by the Climate Action Network International and supported by the many youth from all over the world that are here present with us today. Can we just say thank you to them? Woo! Yeah, so basically today you can think of me as Isaac. Isaac is actually running with the rest of his Australian delegation after their climate minister. My name is Dane and I'm from South Africa representing the South African Youth Climate Coalition, and basically just think of me as your MC, as Isaac for the day. Alright, so without any further ado, we will jump straight into the fossil of the day in position number 3. Let's get a bit of a drum roll, guys. Number 3 is, come on, the United States of America. Woo! The United States of America has decided to join us today to dispel some of that murk and to clarify certain things. They are here to answer all of our questions. What do you have to say for yourself, America? United States of America?
I'm here to be transparent. Any and all questions are welcome.
What's your positions on the Green Climate Fund?
Oh, the Green Climate Fund. That's a great question. The U.S. cannot accept the current structure of the Green Climate Fund. You know why? It is far too easy for needy countries to access the resources they need. Block! Next question. Right here?
How close is the United States to meeting their emission reduction pledge?
Can you please ask the question a little bit louder?
How close is the United States to meeting their emission reduction pledge?
That's a very interesting question. Let me tell you something. It's quite complicated. There's a lot of nuances that I don't have time to go into right now. But just trust that what's good for the U.S. economy is good for the little guy. Block! Next question.
Please hold yourself back.
Why is the U.S. blocking progress on the talk of any new mandate?
That's quite an interesting question. You know, I would just like to say that there's a lot of domestic policy going on right now that makes it really hard for us to do anything on an international basis. Block! Next question. Right here?
What are your thoughts on the Kyoto Protocol?
That's a very interesting question. Listen. Every time leaders from all over the world get together in a meeting that's been planned for months, we can't possibly expect political progress every time. That's unrealistic, and it's time to grow up. Block! No more questions!
Thank you very much.
She didn't like my
Really showing us
question.
much clarity in the answering of the questions.
Transparency.
Well done, as well as doing some very good blocking work. Well done for number 3, the United States of America.
Thank you very much.
Also, the next country that has decided to join us, in position number 2, let's get a bit of a drum roll going, guys. In position number 2, fossil of the day, we have Saudi Arabia. Have anyone from Saudi Arabia? Do we have Saudi Arabia here? here today with us? We do. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What do you have to say for yourself?
Thank you very much. This is a great honor for Saudi Arabia. We don't need mitigation, no! We have the perfect adaptation plan. We're running out of water, but we can drink oil!
Saudi Arabia, please don't.
Yummy!
We see where their priorities lie. Thank you. You can take that with you. Well done to Saudi Arabia, position number 2. Right. And finally, the most interesting, extraordinary, exciting position of all, position number 1. Let's have a bit of a drum roll. Let's get some anticipation going. The country that has received and awarded position number 1 fossil of the day goes to 2 countries, New Zealand and Russia. Fossil of the day number 1, New Zealand, Russia. What do you have to say for yourselves?
It is my great
This award? Yes.
It is my great pleasure to announce that the not Minister of the Environment, the Honourable Nick Smith, will be in the country to accept this award. Unfortunately, as the now Minister of the Environment, Nick Smith, will not be in the country to accept this award, I will be accepting this award in his place. We are very honoured to receive this award, which is extremely embarrassing for us. But we
Russia
are pleased
is
to receive.
extremely privileged to be here, but Russia is very, very, very angry that we have to come and accept this award.
New Zealand is committed to the Kyoto Protocol. And will do
Russia is committed to having its hot air, which will be provided by a second commitment period.
anything to save the Kyoto Protocol.
We don't want a second commitment period with Kyoto Protocol.
Although we are not sure if we endorse a second commitment period of the Kyoto Protocol.
Russia feels that it has made some very, very informed decisions, but Russia does not know what decisions it has been making.
New Zealand fully supports the idea that a second commitment period of the Kyoto Protocol could be provisionally entered into force. However, New Zealand, while proposing that idea, declares that it cannot constitutionally do that idea. And the proof is right in our Ministry of Foreign Affairs policy document, which says that we can provisionally accept the Kyoto Protocol. So we can't.
Russia is very, very grateful to accept this award, and thanks you very much for your time, and wishes you were not here.
I must say, Russia and New Zealand, I am a little perplexed and a little confused. You may take your position in number 1 fossil of the day. Well done, if we can say that. Fossil of the Fossil of the day, I think you can all give a bow and a wave and a curtsy to our press. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today here at the Fossil of the Day. Just to make sure that you know exactly why each country has been awarded what they have been awarded, I'd just like to give you a little bit of a background on each one. The United States of America, in Fossil of the Day position number 3, has earned the Fossil of the Day position number 3 because the United States is trying to stop progress in Durban and is succeeding and is catalyzing a movement against them as they delay, obstruct and sabotage good faith efforts towards the deal.
Thank you.
While some of President Obama's policies on climate change are better than his predecessor, George Bush, the United States' engagement in the talks remains non-constructive. In 2008, when candidate Obama said, "We know what needs to be done. We know what our planet's future depends on a global commitment to permanently reducing greenhouse gas pollution." Bold words they were indeed, but bold action has not followed at the global level. Now here in Durban, the United States has proposed an alarming proposal to lock in a 10-year timeout with no new targets to lower emissions until 2020. Using transparency as a stick to beat other countries with. They insist that transparency is a top-line requirement, even while ducking questions about the transparency measures. When asked today what analysis the United States has done about its own reporting that was agreed to in Cancun, Todd Stern said awkwardly, "We are working on it." They said they have no problem with a legally binding agreement, but then go on to list condition after condition, many of which fly in the face of the original UN Framework Convention on Climate